Welcome to this week's G.I. Joe toy review, where we'll be looking at yet another version of Snake Eyes. But before we get to Snake Eyes, let us do our shout-outs of the week. First at Back to the Media at 48 South Loudon Street here in lovely Winchester, Virginia. And where you get all kinds of your media needs, from especially video games and systems, starting from the Atari all the way up to current systems and all games in between. And you could also get like comic books and Funko Pops and records, CDs, DVDs, more, and even video forms of video like Blu-ray, DVD, and VHS. So go ahead and check them out. And if you're looking for toys and collectibles, may I suggest going to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles and check them out. And they get all kinds of toys and collectibles, such as G.I. Joe and Transformers and He-Man and Thundercats, Super 7 stuff, and all kinds in between. And ironically, that's where I picked this guy up, in the comic 2-pack with Storm Shadow, at Time Travelers. So I'm glad I got this figure too. And but if you're looking for comic books, you can go to 80 Weems Lane to Four Color Fantasies and check them out. You get DC, Marvel, and all kinds of stuff, and Image, and Spider-Man, Superman, X-Men, the Avengers, the Justice League, Batman. You get them all from Time Travelers. I mean, not Time Travelers, but Four Color Fantasies. But this channel does support mental health issues and mental health awareness. So if you're looking for counseling, you can go to Healing Grace Counseling Services at 133 West Pascowan Street and see Robert C. Brown. So definitely go ahead and check him out. If he doesn't have what you're in need of, may I suggest Northwestern Community Services, which is now on Prosperity Drive. So go ahead and check them out. And while you're there, or if you're in town, you can go to Bank of Clark County, which you can find in Winchester, Clark County area. So definitely check them out for all your banking needs. And if you're looking for insurance, whether it be rental insurance or anything of the such, may I suggest State Farm. Well, you may see Jake, and like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. But let's get to our shout-outs of the week. Since we're done our shout-outs of the week, let's take a look at our guy, Snake Eyes, starting with his file card. It says G.I. Joe Ninja. Codename Snake Eyes. File name classified. Primary military specialty infantry. Secondary military specialty hand-to-hand combat instructor. Birthplace classified. His grade is E5. Snake Eyes is the G.I. Joe team's most highly skilled ninja and has only one opponent capable of putting him to the test. Storm Shadow, the top ninja in Cobra. Snake Eyes does the impossible because he believes nothing is impossible, such as infiltrating and escaping from a heavily guarded Cobra facility. While his goal is to free a captured G.I. Joe team member, does he also leap at the opportunity to battle his ninja nemesis, Storm Shadow. Their matching arm tattoos speak of a mysterious connection between these two martial art masters. Comment from Duke. You never know what he's thinking, but you always know that when your back's against the wall, he'll be there to stand and fight beside you all the way. Interesting file card. It does speak a lot of notes of his history with Storm Shadow, and whatnot. His connection through the Arashikage clan, especially when they both have matching tattoos on their forearms. And more on that a little bit later. But let's take a look at the rest of his accessories that he comes with. Figure stand, upraised G.I. Joe logo, codename Snake Eyes on the front. Comes with his signature Uzi. His satchel. His knife. And his pistol. Just take a look at Snake Eyes, his sculpt, design, and color. Where, of course, is his all-natural black, with the exception of the green grenade and the red Arashikage tattoo right there, which is actually pretty cool. And that is the connection between him and Storm Shadow, where they are a part of the same ninja clan, mainly because he was an invited student by Storm Shadow. And according to the story, this story became as a better swordsman and was a claimed higher student than Storm Shadow was, which started their little bit of jealousy. But normally that's pretty cool. That's the history behind the tattoo. But he's basically all dressed in black getup, tears on the sleeve, tears around the chest and shoulder, some on that arm. You know, the back's pretty, yep, a tear right there. That's about it with the sculpt and design. But this is supposed to be reminiscent of after the silent interlude in issue 21 of the Marvel run. But let's take a look at his articulation. Head can swivel all the way around. Arm can lift about that high. Rotate the full 360. He can bend at the elbow, swivel at the elbow, and swivel at the wrist.
I guess our work's done here. Come on, Joes. Time to go.
He's got the ab crunch feature, which is cool because the web gear doesn't hinder it. He can split at the legs about so far. He can raise it the hip about so high. Double knee joint. Ankle can pivot, as well as rotate. And that's pretty much the articulation on this guy. So let's look at him in his battle gear. Here he is in his battle gear. This is a very awesome figure. I really love this look on this Snake Eyes. I like where he shows his battle so far as so-called battle damage. But I think it's pretty awesome. You know, it adds a little bit of mystique to, not really mystique, but it shows a little battle wear and his hand-to-hand skills with freeing his G.I. Joe team members. And that's pretty neat. But there's no vintage counterpart to this specific Snake Eyes. So I can't refer to HCC 788 or Forum BX257 for this. But Sanitarium Productions does do a review on this, but he does the 2-pack with him and Storm Shadow together with the comic book. So go ahead and check that out. But this is a good Snake Eyes figure, good replica. I did the Storm Shadow just recently, I do believe. So go ahead and check it out. But this has been Snake Eyes. Tune in next week for a Sonic Fighters figure. But this is Snake Eyes, and for Cobra Island, now you know, and knowing is head to battle. Peace. See you in the next one.